Hey guys, welcome to the channel, and I think I'm gonna start doing something new with the verse of the day. So I'm currently doing a study through the book of Matthew, and I'm gonna do a study through the book of Matthew now. The first gospel of the works of Jesus Christ. So we're gonna start with chapter 1. Chapter 1 is about the genealogy of Jesus Christ. So we got in verses 1 through, it looks like 16, it talks about the generations, the people that it kind of led to explain where Jesus came from. So, we start with Abraham to Isaac to Jacob to Judah, one of the 13 tribes, to Perez to Hezron, Ram, Aminadab, and we go through all of these to Jesse, the father of David, then Solomon, then Rehoboam, then many of the kings, Abijah or whatever, Asa, Jehoshaphat, Joram, Uzziah, Jotham, Ahaz, Hezekiah, Manasseh, Ammon, Josiah, Jeconiah, who I think it was after they were brought back from Babylon. He had Shealtiel, and then Zerubbabel, Abiud, Eliakim, Azor, Zadok, Akim, Elihud, Eliezer, Mathan, Jacob, and then Joseph, who was the husband of Mary, the mother of Jesus. So this is, how Jesus was related to all these people. Joseph was a descendant of all of them. So then we get to, verse 17. So all the generations from Abraham to David are 14 generations. From David until the captivity in Babylon are 14 generations. And from the captivity in Babylon until the Christ are 14 generations. So from Abraham to David, 14 generations. From David to their captivity in Babylon, what Isaiah, Jeremiah, all of them had talked about, 14 generations. And then from captivity to Christ was 14 generations. So from, the captivity in Babylon all the way to Jesus' birth were 14 generations. Then we get to verse 18. Now the birth of Jesus Christ was as follows. After his mother Mary was betrothed to Joseph. So Mary, the mother of Jesus, was betrothed to marry Joseph, a man who was descended from all these people. But she was found with child of the Holy Spirit. So before they came together, she was found with child of the Holy Spirit. So she was found with a child before she was going to be married. She's still a virgin, but how that would get looked at in that time of day would be, not so good. So verse 19, Joseph, her husband, being a just man and not wanting to make her a public example, was minded to put her away secretly. So Joseph kept it a secret. He was a good man, honorable, and didn't want her to be ridiculed or punished or anything. And man, I don't know. I wonder what Joseph must have been thinking when all this happened. He just got married, and then all of a sudden this baby's born, and he's told it's from the Holy Spirit. And he's probably just like, what? That makes no sense, or whatever. So, then, verse 20. So we're on verse 20. But while he thought about these things, so he was thinking, obviously, about, what's going on. Probably like just so much stuff going through his head. Behold, an angel of the Lord appeared to him in a dream, saying, Joseph, son of David, do not be afraid to take to you Mary your wife, for that which is conceived in her is of the Holy Spirit. So Joseph is told by an angel through a dream, which I think is what many of the prophets and everything, how they were given, through a vision or a dream. Joseph is told that Mary, his wife, conceived through the Holy Spirit, and to not be afraid to take her as his wife. And she will bring forth a son, and you shall call his name Jesus, for he will save his people from their sins. So, told that the destiny is to basically have the Messiah, the one who will, save everyone from their sin. So, he was sleeping and got this dream of it. And then we get to, so all this was done that it might be fulfilled, which was spoken by the Lord through the prophet, saying, and this prophet that the prophecy fulfilled was Isaiah. Behold, the virgin shall be with child and bear a son, and they shall call his name Emmanuel, which is translated God with us. So that is from, looks like Isaiah chapter 7, verse 14, that Isaiah prophesies that. Verse 24, then Joseph, being aroused from sleep, did as the angel of the Lord commanded and took to him his wife. So he, I believe, so Joseph did as commanded. He named the baby Jesus and had normal marital relations after the birth of Jesus. So after the birth, he took her as his wife, and they had a normal marriage, and did not know her till she had brought forth her firstborn son, and he called his name Jesus. So they didn't have, sexual relations until after Jesus was born. So basically, to end, God came down in the form of a lowly infant, a servant, to save us. A lowly servant. So thank you for watching, guys. That's Matthew chapter 1. Have a blessed day. Peace.